rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is your brother Muhammad Abu Rayyan, the founder of Terti Travel for Hajj and Umrah. 2 weeks ago, we made a post about the last date to enter Saudi Arabia for the purpose of Umrah before Hajj 2026. And my team notified me that we are receiving a lot of DMs from people asking questions and they're a little confused. So I want to make this video to explain that with a real example that we can see and understand better, inshallah. So this is an Umrah visa that we issued, yesterday, the 17th of March 2026. Today is the 18th. So yesterday, the 17th of March 2026, we issued this Umrah visa. So the announcement from the Hajj and Umrah Ministry of Saudi Arabia is that the last day to enter Saudi Arabia is for the Umrah before the Hajj 2026 is the 3rd of April 2026. And that's why this Umrah visa has that date. So notice it said valid until the 3rd of April 2026 because it's an Umrah visa. Okay, it's an Umrah visa. And you can see our name on the visa, Terti Travel, because we are a licensed travel agency by the Saudi Ministry of Hajj and Umrah to issue Umrah visas. That's why our name, so you can see, say external agent right here, and then this is our name, Terti Travel, because we are authorized agency to issue Umrah visas. So Umrah visas, anyone who has Umrah visa has this validity, valid until 3rd of April 2026. Let me show you another visa, which is a tourist visa. We issue this visa the same day, which is yesterday, 17th of March 2026. Look at the validity. It's a tourist visa. So it's a tourism visit. It's a tourist visa. So the validity is valid until 17th of March 2027. So the visa is valid for 1 year. There's nothing saying the last date to enter is the 3rd of April 2026 because this is a tourist visa. So this is the difference between an Umrah visa and tourist visa. So a person with this type of visa, tourist visa, can enter Saudi Arabia anytime, even after the 3rd of April of 2026. You can enter Saudi Arabia from Jeddah, from Riyadh, from any airport. The only thing you cannot do with tourist visa is to be in Makkah al-Mukarramah in the Hajj period. And look at this note that we have on this visa. It says not permitted to perform Hajj, enter or stay in Mecca from April 18th, 2026 to May 31st, 2026. So if you have a tourist visa, this restriction does not apply to you. You can enter Saudi Arabia anytime. The only thing you cannot do is not to be in Makkah al-Mukarramah from this date, April 18th to May 31st of 2026. Another thing also to understand, if you have Umrah visa, you have to exit Saudi Arabia completely. You have to leave the country. We're not talking about leaving Mecca. You have to leave the country completely. You have to exit by, look, it says duration of stay until the 18th of April 2026. So you cannot stay beyond this day in Saudi Arabia. Even if you're going to leave Mecca and go to Jeddah or maybe Riyadh, you cannot. You have to leave Saudi Arabia completely by this date if you hold an Umrah visa. Okay? A person with a tourist visa, let's say they're in Saudi Arabia for the Umrah. So this is a tourist visa. The person is in Saudi Arabia for the Umrah and they in Makkah al-Mukarramah. Let's say they enter Mecca April 16th and they exit Mecca April 18th because they cannot be in Mecca with tourist visa from April 18th to May 31st because that's the Hajj period. You can only be in Mecca in this period if you have Hajj visa. So this person with tourist visa can leave Mecca to Mukarramah on this date and then go to Jeddah, for example, and stay for 90 days because they have 90 days validity. They can go to Riyadh, they can go to Abha, Ha'il, Al-Hafuf, any city in Saudi Arabia and stay in there. But people with Umrah visa cannot do that. They have to exit the country completely by this date, 18th of April 2026. We always encourage and recommend people to use tourist visa when you go in for Umrah. If you are eligible for the e-tourist visa. Now, all nationalities are eligible. This is a U.S. citizen, so is eligible for tourist visa. And that's why we issue tourist visa for this person. They traveling with our group that leaving on March 31st, inshallah. So the reason why we do tourist visa is easy. This visa is easy to issue within 5 minutes. It costs less. and does not have any restriction. The only restrictions that it has is that you cannot be in Makkah al-Mukarram from this period to this period. Okay, you can it says tourism visit. Can I use it for Umrah? Yes, 100%. 100% you can use it for Umrah, because even the Nusuk app, when you try to book the Rawda appointment, it allows you to use this visa to book the appointment. That means the Rawda system recognizes the tourist visa as a visa to be used for the Umrah. And also in the application, when you apply for this visa, one of the questions is that, are you planning to go to the Umrah? And you say yes, your visa does not get denied for that purpose. So if you're eligible for this visa, use this visa and go for the Umrah. The Umrah visa, the only time we do Umrah visa is when the nationality is not eligible for tourist visa. This nationality, Gambia, is not eligible for the e-tourist visa. That's why this person we issued Umrah visa for this person. So we always recommend using tourist visa. Can I use the Umrah visa to go to other cities in Saudi Arabia? The answer is yes. You can use this visa to go to any city in Saudi Arabia. The only thing that you cannot do is to stay beyond this date with Umrah visa. You have to leave by the 18th of April 2026. So Umrah visa is valid for traveling and going anywhere in Saudi Arabia, but you have to pay attention that you have to enter before this date and you have to exit Saudi Arabia by this date. Uh, One of the questions that people ask is family visit visa. Family visit visa is a different situation, because depending on your nationality and also the Saudi consulate that issue that family visit visa for you. Some family visit visas, they have the same restriction as the Umrah visas, that the last day to enter is this, the 3rd of April 2026. So check the information that you have on your family visit visa. If it has this, so that means this is the last day to enter. Okay, because like in the U.S., we can have a U.S. citizen can have a family visit visa valid for 5 years and even for 10 years. So people with family visit visa that has 5 years validity, you can enter anytime, and this restriction of the last day to enter by the 3rd of April does not apply to you, because your visa is valid for 5 years or 10 years. But some nationalities, they don't qualify for that. They give them only 30-day visa. So if your family visit visa says is valid until the 3rd of April 2026, that means this is the last day to enter Saudi Arabia for the Umrah before the Hajj. If it's not, if it gives you a date that beyond this, so that means you can enter Saudi Arabia anytime. The only thing that you have to pay attention to is that all type of visas, you cannot be Makkah al-Mukarram from April 18th to May 31st of 2026, except if you have Hajj visa. So you cannot do the Hajj with Umrah visa or tourist visa or business visa or family visit visa. The only visa type that you can use for Hajj and be in Makkah al-Mukarram in this period, April 18th to May 31st, is Hajj visa. So these are the important details that I wanted to explain, because a lot of people have confusion. And it's straightforward. It shouldn't be that complicated. Just check the information you have on your visa. If it has this date, that means that's the last date to enter. If your visa is valid for 1 year, 2 years, you can enter any time of the year, including the period of the Hajj. You can enter Saudi Arabia from any port of entry. The only thing that you cannot do is you cannot be in Makkah al-Mukarram in the Hajj period, inshallah. So if you need help with Umrah visa, visit visa, let us know. Inshallah, we can help you with that 100%. The Umrah visa, we don't issue Umrah visa. We don't do Umrah visa only. So if you want to get an Umrah visa, you have to go with our groups, so we can issue your visa as a part of your package and travel with us. A tourist visa, we can issue your tourist visa even if you're not traveling with us. If you need help with the tourist visa, let us know. Our team, inshallah, will help you and issue your tourist visa, even if you're not planning to travel with our groups. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comment section, and our team, inshallah, will get back to you as soon as possible. Jazakumullahu khairan for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.